In this video, we'll look at the mighty Jumbotron, which is typically used on a website's homepage as a big friendly welcome mat. It's used to feature the product or the service or the purpose of the website, typically marketing in nature. It's just essentially a big flexible box that you put at the very top of your homepage to call attention to whatever it is that you want to call attention to. And so it's become kind of synonymous with Bootstrap. I think that's one of the distinguishing features of Bootstrap is to see that Jumbotron, especially since in ASP.NET, the templates, we see the Jumbotron displayed prominently on the default.aspx page. So to get started, you can see that I've already created a web page called jumbotron_classes.html. I've already copied my template into it. And so we're going to look at a couple different styles of Jumbotron very quickly. The first one is just to put a Jumbotron, which gets its name from those big displays that you see in football and soccer and sports stadiums. So div class equals Jumbotron. And inside here, we can put anything we want. I'm just going to copy in some lorem ipsum and just to kind of excite the imagination. I was inspired myself from the documentation for Bootstrap 4, so it looks similar to what they've created. And just to call some features of it, notice that I've created it outside of the container. We'll go back and look at that in just a moment. However, you can see that we do get padding on the left and the right sides. There's a great deal of margin at the very top and at the bottom, and that it has a light gray background by default. Of course, you can change that and style it up, and we can resize it. And as far as that's concerned, it will pretty much always be larger than the actual containers that are defined for a given breakpoint within your viewport. All right. So that's the first version of our Jumbotron, is to put it outside of a container. The next version of the Jumbotron, I'm actually going to put inside of the container. So here I'm actually going to copy the exact same thing. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll copy it, a version of it, because I've changed the text inside of it. And so let me grab it here and paste it in. So now we are inside the container. You can see a dramatic difference in the padding because obviously it's inside of the container itself. And that's a nice, I think it's a cleaner look personally. I kind of like it. And then there is what's called a fluid version of the Jumbotron. So right below the original one, but above our container, I'm going to paste in one more Jumbotron that we've applied a second class to. So here, let me, it's essentially the same. However, the only real difference is that you can see, in addition to the Jumbotron class, I've added this Jumbotron fluid class. And you'll see that it removes all the padding from the left and the right side. So here we go. Nothing on the left, nothing on the right. And kind of to emphasize this, let's go ahead and add one of those fluid Jumbotrons inside of the container as well, just so we can kind of see what it would look like inside of a container. Maybe it looks better there. And you can see, well, it does take up the entire width, but I'm not really a fan of the fluid one. I think I'm pretty much either the Jumbotron by itself inside or outside of a container looks great, but I'll let you decide that for yourself. Okay, but that's the Jumbotron. We'll continue on in the next video. We'll see you there. Thanks.